Hi, this is Chris, and it's June 23rd, 2018, and this is a tour of my Bay State Kitchen garden. We're going to go visit a new garden. We call it the Annex. Built it over here on a corner of the yard where some trees fell down last year, opening up some space and some light. Cut these paths through the woods, tried to leave a lot of the native plants. Put in a few things so far, just beginning. We have a couple of beds with rhubarb, some onions, some potatoes, one little pawpaw that's got only a couple leaves, but it's still alive, some transplanted blueberries that are doing okay. They did get a little munching from the deer who like to pass through here. Going to be adding lots more stuff in here. Heading back over to the main garden through the other path I cut. This was a lot of fun to do. Back there, tricolor beech tree, planted for my husband. It's been doing well. Grown a lot over the years. I've had to cut off the branches that turn just purple to keep the tricolor. There's one of those just purple ones. I've got to keep trimming those. Elderberries. Really good crop this year. Weren't eaten by the woodchucks. Usually they are. The birds will love those berries. I don't try to harvest them because they're pretty tiny. Over here, the bed over the septic leaching field. Potatoes, blueberries. Brand new couple of plants in here. Honeyberries, that's going to be a fun crop. Another small fruit I'm getting into. The mulberry tree, doing well, leafing out beautifully. A few more potatoes. And a few more tomato plants here. My American hazelnuts, two varieties to cross-pollinate. Few onions, a little crowded over here. I don't think they're going to bulb up that great because of all the ostrich ferns. Spectacular peas. If you want to know more about growing good peas, I do have a post about that. It's actually my most popular post, and I do a good job. Look at these. I really only go the potted peas, the kinds that you can eat. The whole thing. I find that better than having to shell. Peach tree. A few more onions. Tomatoes. Yes, more peas. Sugar magnolia, beautiful purple potted pea, but it does get a little tough. I have had to shell some of them, so some trade-offs there for the beauty. Nice crop of romaine, more potatoes, more tomatoes, some potato leaf varieties I've really had to watch for disease. They definitely are more prone to it. Jostaberries, their first year, doing fine. That's the Stella cherry tree. Another tomato snuck into here. Never have enough yellow Hungarian wax peppers, so there's a few more in a container. The persimmon tree had 8 fruits setting. I took them off, but I'm super happy that it did that in the first year, but I want it to grow and not try to set fruit. The original rhubarb crop here, spread all over the garden now. Bachelor's buttons, left over from last year. Some kale under cover to protect it from cabbage worms. Zucchini that doesn't need to be pollinated, so hopefully it won't die from fungus transferred to it. Scarlet runner beans. Had a couple good patches of different kinds of strawberries. This is early glow. This is the second year. Good output on them. A shorter variety of sunflowers. I'm trying to sequentially crop a lot of arugula. Here's the one I'm harvesting right now. We'll see how that works out. These peas got a little eating from a bunny. I did catch and release one recently, so hopefully that was the one. Sequential beans are the next thing I'm doing. Pulled out of this bed the earlier crop of arugula, went to seed. Now I've got another bean crop in here, along with a few flowers. This is my biggest tomato section. There's 6 of them in here. Really need to do a little more pinching back and tying up on them. Got this yellow squash from my friend Matt, a local organic farmer who I love talking with. Hopefully it'll produce well. Yes, more peas. And this is my garlic crop. They like this spot. A few more things in containers. Didn't do great this year in these containers. I don't know why. I've had to replant. I'm going to try to figure that out. Sometimes you just have problems and you have to work, kind of do detective work to figure out why it happened. Husk cherries. Super excited about that this year. We'll see how these little guys do. All right, we're going to just pop over to the orchard, finish up this tour. So as you know, there's fruit trees all over the yard, but I do have a main orchard area. Rhubarb, my other pear tree. They're going to cross-pollinate. They're not too far away. And then right here, Super excited about these. Beach plums, 3 of them, about 8 feet apart, so I think they'll set lots of fruit. My peach tree is doing well. I'm getting a lot of help from a class at the Rhode Island Tree Council teaching me how to take care of this tree as organically as possible. Walking back through here, a few ornamentals. Love those old sundrops, a classic flower. Leeks. Blackberries, which I think I'm going to have a decent crop this year. We will see. There's my Egyptian onions. And they do walk all over just like their name. That's a tour of my Bay State kitchen garden. Today is June 23rd, 2018. My name's Chris.